Class is in session. Briggs here with yet another video from the Bloggers Beginner's Guide series, and today we are going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should blog and 5 other reasons why you should not blog. So it's a two-way street. There are two sides of the coin. It has disadvantages and it also has advantages. I don't know which one you want first, the bitter pill or the other one. Anyways, I'm going to go with the bad news first. I've had it written here right now. I have the first reason why you shouldn't blog. Consistency. If you're not going to be consistent with your blog post, I don't know the reason why you're doing it, but if you're not going to be posting regularly, if you're not going to be posting content like once a week at least, or people post once a day throughout the whole week, so you have to be consistent with how often you post, whether it's once a week or once a month. If it's a travel blog, it's a personal blog, it's up to you to set your schedule. But remember that you have subscribers who are looking forward to your content. And if you're doing it for money, I can't stress the need for you to even post like more than once a day. So that's the first reasons why you shouldn't blog. If you're not going to be consistent with your blog post, don't even try it, because you're going to fail at it woefully. The second reason that I'll put up right here, that blogging is total waste of time. Yeah, it is. Don't let anybody deceive you. It's not as easy as it is. You might go for all the classes, watch all the YouTube videos that talk about blogging videos and how you can go about it. But if you're not, dedicated to it, if you don't spend a lot of time on it, if your mind is not there, you waste an entire year blogging posts while you don't get what you really want out of it. So if you think you will not be dedicated to blogging, don't even go into it. It's going to waste your time. There are people who've been blogging for like a year or two, but I'm telling you, they've not had any success at it. Their subscribers are still 0. Their views still less than 1,000. Come on. So it depends on the content they write though, and the niche they choose. So there are popular niches and there are those ones that are just special. If it's a personal blog, you don't expect it to have 1 million and so on. So another reason I have here why you shouldn't blog is that it's a waste of money. It requires some resources. I'm talking about money you spend on buying a domain name, buying hosting for your website and hosting files. And then maybe if you don't have a laptop or internet access, you invest in all that just because you want to blog. And then it turns out you earn nothing from it, or you derive no pleasure from it, or you can't go ahead with it anymore. You've wasted some money. So the first time people will start blogging, they invest in advertising, they invest in somebody who creates their website for them, all that down the drain. So before you venture into blogging, think twice, that you don't mind spending all this money on blogging and getting nothing from it. But I know nobody wants that for themselves. So that's another reason to think of why you shouldn't blog. The fourth reason I have here is invasion of privacy. You're opening yourself to the world when you blog, especially if you're doing about personal content and things like that. You'll be writing about personal, experiences, your daily life, your places you visit. People are going to criticize you, so you better be ready for that. That's another reason. If you're a private person, you don't want people to be emailing you, you don't want people to come up to you on the street and talk to you, ask you unnecessary questions about what you posted, harass you. You have your contact information, you have your name out there, except you are one of those anonymous bloggers who choose not to show a picture of themselves, choose not to have a profile of themselves or their real name below their blog post as the author. Besides that, I have my content everywhere, and the feedback is always positive so far, and because I don't go ahead and make people angry or write stuff that will agitate somebody else. That's another thing to consider, invasion of privacy. And I know it's not like somebody coming to steal at your home or anything. Your address is not out there, but your face is out there, your name is out there. People can find out about you if they want to, and you should be careful what you write, because it's not always easy for some bloggers. So the fifth reasons I'll give you for why you shouldn't blog is, if you have nothing to say, basically. So you have to have a voice. Everybody does have a voice, but if you come online, you open a blog, and then it's what people have said. If you don't have any personal opinion to express, There's nothing wrong with expressing what others have said, but you have to chip in your little bit. That's what makes the internet unique. That's what content creation is all about. You have to create your own content. So if you're going to blog and you don't have anything to say, people are not going to relate with you personally. So think about that for a minute. Have, your real self, your real words come into play. Things you write should be from you, from your heart, from your experiences, for things you think about, not, just picking everything from everywhere and using other people's words to express what you're thinking. So those are the 5 reasons why you shouldn't blog. I know they are not as dramatic as you thought they would be. So let's get to the good news. Reasons why you should blog. You need a new hobby, maybe. So most people who are bored at home, they don't know, you just gave birth, or you just finished with school, or you're waiting for a job interview. You can pick up a new hobby, move to a new location, and you don't have any friends. That's a perfect time to start blogging. If you're not bored, if you get busy at any time, you can stop blogging. But for the meantime, if you're bored, instead of wasting your time, you can actually put it to good use and add content to the internet. Useful content which people will read and maybe benefit from. So the next reason I'm going to give you is fame. Well, people do a lot of things for fame these days, try to talk to celebrities, try to see if they can get retweets. But if you have your own blog, you kind of create the opportunity for you to be your own celebrity, just like having a YouTube channel. I'm not saying that most people do it for the same reason, but fame comes with blogging. If you're a very popular blogger, if you write good content that you have a lot of subscribers and people read your content a lot, if you write something that appeals to your audience, naturally people are going to know your name. Can I mention some names? I don't think I need to, but the top brands in the industry when it comes to blogging. For Nigeria, I can just name one, Linda EKG. Check her out. She's a very famous blogger. The next reason I'm going to give you why you should blog is to improve your writing skill. If you're like me, you've left school for a long time, you don't have much time to read content and improve your vocabulary, exposing yourself to blogging is going to give you time to actually start writing, not as a real writer, but you'll be exposed to new things. You'll be writing words on a daily basis, and that will greatly improve your speaking and your writing skill. I'm not just joking here. I mean, if you're a bad speller too, of course, there's Microsoft Word to automatically correct you every time you make a mistake. But I'm telling you, when it corrects you once, twice, 3 times, eventually you'll get that word correctly anytime you spell it. So your writing and your reading skills are going to greatly improve. You're going to be able to express your thoughts verbally well, better than you could before you started blogging. Many bloggers who started originally didn't have that writing background, Of course, they remember what they wrote in school, comprehension and all that, but that whole process of writing introduction, not in journalism terms now, I'm talking about just as a simple writer, they don't know how the content of a letter or content of a post should contain. But when you start writing, you find yourself putting content in, the way it should be, structuring your content properly for your readers to understand where everything is. Of course, it always comes from the heart, but you put it in a way, your body, intro, the content itself, some things to improve, to make them glued to the writing, some pictures all around, and then of course the summary and the conclusion and the call to action most of the time. So your writing skill greatly improve if you do pick up blogging. I'm a testimony of that. And another last reason I'll give you why you should blog is to open you to new opportunities, to learn new things basically. So if you're a blogger and you don't know how to design a website, you don't know anything about HTML, just like I did when I started newly with the whole blogging thing, it exposed me to now start learning the programming language of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and I can say right now I can design a website from scratch. With that knowledge I got while trying to customize my blog, I learned a little about, piracy, copyright infringement, photography. A lot of things just comes with blogging. You're exposed to new things, you meet new people, and you learn from them. You grab content from them. So the whole social media marketing thing, I had to go for courses and really grab it to be successful at what I do. So it greatly improves your, introduces you to new content, new things, new experiences, new things to learn daily. And I think that's a good one for anybody who wants to pick up blogging. I put the last one, money, last, because I know that's the most popular reason why most people start blogging, but I put it last because it comes later. If you do all these other reasons, if you take all these other things important, the fame, the new hobby, improving your writing skill and open to new opportunities, if you take all this, sink it in, and if these are your reasons for blogging, you are likely to make it more than somebody who is blogging for money. Although somebody who is blogging for money might be driven, they'll have a better driving force than you. But experiences have shown that if you're blogging from the heart, if you love what you do, you're likely to relate to your audience more than when you're blogging for money and spamming every website out there. So blogging for money is another reason why you would want to start blogging. There's a lot of money to be made from blogging. I was looking at my Google AdSense, because that's my content, advertising agent that I use to monetize my blog. And my friend was asking me how much I've made from it. She scrolled down the page and she saw, like, what is it, $7,000 or so, and converted to our currency it was about 2 million naira. She was shocked that over the years I've made 2 million naira just from blogging. But that's the truth. There's a lot of money to be made. It wasn't my main source of income. I was just doing it as a hobby, just on the side. So there is that. There is the money aspect. So if that's your reason, no shame, admit it, and always remember that, and always try to focus on it so you can finally hit the target. That's it, guys. 5 reasons why you should blog, 5 reasons why you should not blog. Any other reasons you have, just leave them in the comments box below. Let me know your reason why you started blogging, and I'll be able to, maybe advise you or ask any questions you have about blogging. And hope I see you in our next series, which is also, in this playlist. You also see it uploaded. If you subscribe to this channel by clicking the red button right here, you'll get an alert whenever I post a new blog post on this topic and my other topics I write about or make videos about. Thank you for watching. Hope you like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this video in the comment box below. See you in the next video. This is Bricks, and I'm out.